November 28th, it goes down on BT Sport. Dynamite versus the Juggernaut. It's going to be Dubois versus Joyce. You want it, we want it, we're all excited for it. And both these guys are giving up a bit of their time to come and join us on the show tonight. Guys, how are you? Daniel?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling well. I'm ready to go. I'm just in the middle of training camp, so it's all systems go.
All systems go indeed. And Joe, welcome back to the show, mate. How are you feeling? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's Sunday and just taking it easy today. So, yeah, good. And going to have a hard week training next week. So it's good to have a little rest up and recover for the beast thing that we'll get next week.
Ben, if I can come to you regarding the tactical breakdown of this, because every single fan watching it is thirsty for the fight. November the 28th, we're finally getting it. I'll come to the psychology of it and making the fight with both of these gentlemen in a moment. But how do you, regarding the keys to victory for both Daniel and Joe, how would you break it down?
Well, Joe's known for, he's a big man, Joe, and he's got a ferocious engine, fantastic engine. And the questions that people ask, I'm sure that Daniel will feel like he has the answers already, but the questions that people ask is, how will Daniel cope when somebody sets the pace on him and makes him box at a pace that he's uncomfortable with? And if someone that can take him into the later rounds, and people often say someone who can take his shot and then ask questions of him after. Joe's known for having a fantastic chin and a fantastic engine, so if there's anybody to ask those questions, it's Joe Joyce. But then again, people often say about Joe, maybe defensively, his movement maybe not as good as what people as good as what it may need to be. And Daniel's a massive puncher and a big guy himself, sound fundamentals, and that's someone that will ask those questions of Joe. So it's, for me, both guys are going to ask real questions of each other, and you've got to take your hat off to both guys for taking the fight. It's a brilliant fight, and no matter what, I believe that both guys will still be able to go on and do something in the heavyweight division.
Joe, do you go along with that? Everything that Ben's just said there regarding the tactical breakdown and the keys to victory, would you go along with what he just said?
Yeah, I'd go along with that. Yeah, I think my experience, my engine and my chin will definitely be tested by Daniel. Attributes. He's a very strong guy, and he's got obviously good boxing fundamentals, a good jab, and it's going to be a hard fight. So I'm just getting prepared behind the scenes and ready for battle.
You are exactly giving the fans exactly what they want, mate. And regarding it happening behind closed doors and it not being on pay-per-view, we know full well that both of you have taken a haircut on that, as of the promoter, as of the TV company. So what's the mentality behind taking this fight at this time for you? Why take it now?
Because there's no other fight out there right now like that is going to bring so much attention, and also is going to, push us forward for the new year, depending on who wins. It's like there's no, I don't know, there's not really any other fight that is worthwhile taking, in my opinion. I think this is it's a big fight. It's got a big risk, but it's got great rewards, and it's something that I'm hungry for, the rewards and the recognition that I'll get from beating this man here.
To answer your question there, Adam, quickly, it's obviously a sign that both fighters believe that they can win the fight. So, as you said, for them to be taking the fight under the circumstances, both fighters must believe that they can win the fight. So, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. Again, the fighters will have questions of themselves as well. So, obviously, they're not going to give away their game plans. But does Joe not set such a pace, thinking, well, Daniel's heavy-handed, I don't want to come out setting such a pace and start exchanging early. But then does Daniel think, well, Joe's got a fantastic engine, so I don't want to exert too much too early? And does he hold back? So, it's a real interesting one. It definitely is. Like from start to finish, it's really going to be an interesting one. The opening round's going to be intriguing.
Daniel, if I can come to you and ask you a very similar question to what I've just asked Joe regarding why take this fight now. You're the younger man. You've got a lot of years ahead of you in this heavyweight game. You would have been excused to maybe not take this fight at this particular point. You're very well ranked with the WBO. maybe a shot for you at a title is just around the corner. So why take on Joe Joyce right now?
I think it's a fight I need right now at this point in my career. And this fight is everything I prepared for since I was young. This is the door to the world title fight for me. And the next fight after this, I can't go backwards. It's only forward. And that's what I want to do. I've got in this sport from a young age to, excel fast and excel quickly. So, getting Joe out of the way and beating him and getting the obstacle out of the way will, move me on real quick for, big fights.
When you guys, obviously, as Joe alluded to, you've already had a press conference for this because of the original dates that were set for this fight. It's fallen off a couple of times because of the pandemic. It's been rescheduled, but we're finally getting it on November 28th on BT Sport. When you did come together, there was a bit of pushing and shoving. Daniel, I'll come to you. Who instigated that?
It just happened, man. It just happened. My intentions towards him are what can I say, hostile, and I want to beat the guy. So we're not friends. It's business, but I really want to win. And this is a fight I'm 100% all in for. I'm going to give my soul and everything I've got for this.
Joe, just on you, and on that pushing and shoving at the original press conference, I'll ask you the same question. Who started it? Was it you or was it him?
Well, it's, we get close face to face. We're about to fight. So it's, I was seeing what he's made of, and the young pup rose to the occasion, gave me a little push.
Guys, I've got a quick question. Obviously, with the situation at hand, there's not a load of over 6'5" decent quality heavyweights in the UK. Has it been tough getting sparring, or I would imagine that you both know the sort of guys that each other would be sparring, and most heavyweights that are over 6'5" and any good in this country are the top two at the minute, really.
Good question, Ben. Daniel, do you want to pick that up?
Yeah, I think my manager's been searching around for everyone, and he's sorting that out. I'm relying on him to sort that out. But we'll find some decent amateur boxers to spar and find, some decent pros and everything. And I think it will all come together this time for the fight. And
Joe, yourself, same question, mate?
Well, yeah, we, there's plenty of, you probably have seen some of the information on the news with, potential sparring opportunities.
You're referring to AJ, aren't you, Joe? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Go on. So has that started? Have you started sparring with Anthony?
No, I haven't as yet. But that's that's on the table, and there's other names that who would imitate Daniel pretty well. So I'm just getting in, and I'm going to pick it up towards the end of the camp and have some, real heavy hitters in. I think next week I've already been sparring with Johnny Fisher. He's a big, strong, up and coming lad. We did a good few rounds last week. So, sparring's going pretty well. Training's going well. My fitness and my strength is picking up. And, it's all part of the plan. Like I've been doing this long enough, and I have the correct trainers to get me where I need to go. So we've got a plan, and it's just about sticking to the plan and for everything to go as planned.
Joe, if I can come back to you on past interviews that me and you have done, you're always polite, always relaxed, always courteous. Nothing seems to bother you. You seem to be a very chilled out guy. Has this guy got to you? Has Daniel got to you? You referred to him as the young pup before. Has he got under your skin?
No, not really. But, it's going to get tasty on fight night, and we can see what he's made of, what he's learned, and, how his power's getting on, and if I can take it. And then, I just think it's going to be a great fight, and I can't wait.
Daniel, just before we let you get on with the rest of your evening, anything you'd like to say to Joe before we clear off?
Come ready for fight night. I'm gonna be ready and just, can't wait. I can't wait for them to bring it on, bring the show, and let's get it started. I'm gonna crush him and I'm gonna win.
I thought you were going to make that pillow reference that you made on social media. That's what I thought you were going to say. Bring your pillow for the fight. That's what I thought you were going to do, man.
Putting me to sleep already.
Now, hats off to both of you, though, for taking the fight. It's a great fight. The best fight that will take place in the UK this year, I think, in my opinion. Absolutely.
Well said, Ben. Daniel, thank you very much for your time. Just before you do go, though, Joe, give you the last word. Anything you'd like to say to the young pup? He's told you that he's putting you to sleep. What's your response?
Let's get it on. Let's see if you're ready. See if you're man enough to take me on, to take on the juggernaut.
No, I'm going to stop you, Joe. You know it.
I don't think so.
I'm ready.
Dynamite and Juggernaut going at it live on BT Sport. 28th of November, free. Not on pay-per-view. These two gentlemen are taking a haircut. They want the fight badly. They know what it means. There may be an opportunity in 2021 to be fighting for that WBO crown. Make sure you come and join us for this fight. Guys, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks. Good stuff.